Aloha, bon dia, my beautiful friends. Happy new day. My name is Candice Neaves, and I'm so grateful to be sharing this yoga flow for anxiety and stress with you today. Stress and anxiety, it's something we all experience. And one thing that I really love about yoga is that we can't always control what's happening in the world around us, but we can control how we respond or react to situations in life. And so our yoga practice really helps to bring us to that place of center, to find our inner peace and calm, and to really develop an awareness of our feelings and our emotions and where we're at in any given moment. So we're going to make our way onto our mats, and I hope that this practice brings you the peace and calm that you seek today. If you haven't already, go ahead and get your yoga mat and slip into something comfortable, because yoga is all about feeling cozy and comfy. And you might want to grab a blanket or a pillow if you have it nearby. I have my favorite blanket here. If not, no worries, you don't need it. If you do have a blanket or pillow, we'll start seated in a cross-legged position, and you can bring your blanket or pillow right underneath your sits bones. Go ahead and elevate your hips higher than your knees. You might want to have some water nearby. I have a little bit of water here today, and any other props that you enjoy using for your practice, feel free to bring them in the mix as well. Great. So as we begin, just start by finding some length along your spine. Let your crown really reach towards the sky and ground down through your sits bones. You might imagine that you have roots extending from your sits bones down into the earth's core. Let your shoulders melt down away from your ears. Take your palms to face down on your knees and close your eyes. And we'll begin with our breath, starting with a few deep breaths in through the nose and then an exhale to sigh out through the mouth. Allow your sigh out to be audible. Just letting go of any extra energy, anything you don't need in this moment. Good. And stay with your breathing, but start to take your breathing in and out through the nose and just cultivating an easy flow of breath. And here, as you begin to quiet your mind and still the body, notice how you feel. Maybe the mind is not so quiet. Maybe the body feels a little fidgety. That's okay. Just notice where you're at in this moment, how it feels to sit here now, to connect to the earth beneath you, the sky above you, and just breathe into your body in this moment. Noticing the quality of your breath today. Notice if the breaths are short or long. Noticing how your body feels, if there's any tension anywhere in particular. Maybe neck and shoulders are feeling a little tight, or perhaps you feel it in the ankles or the hips. Notice the mind and what's happening in the mind right now. Maybe there are many thoughts and the mind is racing. Maybe you feel already a sense of calm and peace, quieting of the thoughts. And just noticing here without any judgments or any criticisms of what you find. We're going to open our practice today with a little bit of pranayama. Just start to deepen the breath. So, on your next inhale, take your breath in through the nose, Feel the lengthening of the spine as you breathe in for a nice slow count of 5. Inhale. Hold the breath at the top, and then through the nose, exhale, another slow count of 5. Surrendering all the air completely. Good. Inhaling again for 5. Pause at the top of this breath. Exhale, slowly release through the nose. Feel the navel draw in towards your spine as you empty all the air out at the bottom. Next breath, inhale for 7, nice and slow. Pause, hold the breath, and exhale, slowly release. Navel drawing in, little bit of abdominal engagement here. Good. Inhale for 7. Pause at the top of the breath, hold the breath. Exhale, slowly surrendering the breath. 7 counts. Emptying out completely. Beautiful. Next breath will be for a nice slow count of 9. Breathing in. Savoring the stillness at the top of this breath, pause. Exhale, slowly release. Empty all the air out, slight abdominal engagement at the bottom of the breath. Good. One last breath, this time in your own internal count of 9. Breathing in. And find that pause at the top of your breath. Hold the breath. When you're ready, exhale for another count of 9. Feel the navel draw in toward the spine as you empty the air out completely. Beautiful. And allow your breathing to return to normal now. Keep your eyes closed, and as you sit here, notice how you feel. Notice where the mind is at now. Perhaps there's a little bit more stillness. Maybe you feel a little bit more present. Notice your body. And with the hands facing down on the knees, keep the eyes closed. Let's inhale, shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Good. Again, inhaling, shoulders shrug up. Exhale, softening back and down. Once more, inhaling to shrug up. And exhale, softening down. We'll take the opposite direction. Inhaling, shoulders roll up and forward. Exhaling down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Take a deep inhale breath. Breathe all the way into the space around your heart here. On your exhale, drop your chin down to your chest. Inhale, slowly roll your right ear toward your right shoulder. Pause. Exhale, slowly roll to center. Inhale, left ear draws to left shoulder and pause. And exhale, come back to center. And just starting to move through this half moon shape at your own pace with your breath. Breathing in on the upswing and exhaling on the downswing. You might stay here. It might feel really good to start to take some nice big full circles. Let's see if you can stay lifted through the chin if you're taking full circles. Keep that length in the back of the neck, length in the spine. Take your circles in the opposite direction. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. Eventually, chin will come back to chest. Inhale brings you back to center. Good. Let's take the hands with the palms facing up and lift them up towards the sky. Spread the fingers wide. You might even look up here. On your exhale, press the palms together and bring them down to your heart center. Let's do this twice more. Inhale, receiving the gift of this beautiful day. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. One more time. Inhale, breathing in. And exhale, hands to heart center. This time, keep your hands in prayer right at your heart. Close your eyes once more, and we'll start to tune into our intention for this practice. So, check in with yourself. And consider, why have you come here today, and what is it that you hope to receive from this time on your mat? And perhaps you're letting something go or welcoming something in, maybe releasing feelings of anxiety and stress or any overwhelm that you've been experiencing, making space for more peace in your life. Whatever your intention may be, hold it in your heart now. Good. We'll take a deep breath in, lift through the heart. Exhale, gently bow. Maybe just the chin comes down. Some of you may be ready to bow all the way down to the earth, bringing your hands down. Or perhaps forearms rest down on the earth in front of you. Let your head and neck go completely. Send your breath down into your hips and feel your sits bones grounding back down into the earth here. 2 nice deep breaths. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly walk your way back up to seated. Good. Go ahead and change the crossing of your ankles. So the opposite ankle comes on top. You can readjust your seat if you need to. Hands can come back onto the knees again. We're going to take a little seated cat-cow to start to wake up into our spine. So on the inhale, roll the shoulders back. Let the heart blossom forward. Lift slightly through the chin. On your exhale, round the shoulders forward. Chin can come to the chest, and the navel will draw in towards the spine. Inhale, shoulders roll back, heart lifts. Good. Exhale, rounding, chin to chest, navel to the back body. And a few more times, just moving at your own pace with your breath. And start to find your ujjayi breath if you haven't already. So ujjayi breath is a nice gentle flow of breath in and out through the nose with a little bit of friction on the back of the throat. So the breath sounds like waves crashing against the shoreline. And if that's not comfortable or familiar for you right now, you can just find a simple breathing pattern that works for you. Good. And coming back to center, we'll take some nice circles, moving the heart forward to the side, back and around. And exhaling, circling in the opposite direction. Moving with your breath. Beautiful. Let's inhale, come back to center. Again, we'll take the hands up towards the sky. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Reach towards the sky. Good. Exhale. Let your hands come down toward the earth. So we're stretching into the opposite hip this time. Maybe resting on forearms if it's available for you today. Some of you might even take your head all the way down to the earth. And give yourself a few nice deep breaths. Breathing down into the hips here. Beautiful. On your exhale, slowly walk your hands back up, and we'll find our way onto our hands and knees. You can move your blanket or pillow to the side. Good. So coming into tabletop position, with the wrists stacked right underneath the shoulders and the knees right underneath the hips. Spread through both fingers, spread the palms nice and wide and ground down through the palms of your hand. And take your gaze right into the space between your hands. Draw your navel in towards your spine and just feel your strength and stability here. We're going to take it into our cat-cow. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, let the belly drop. Take your gaze forward. Exhale, press into the earth and round deeply into the spine. Navel goes up towards the heavens. Inhale, shoulders roll back. Heart blossoms forward. Exhale, rounding deeply. Good. And you might choose to stay here with your Ujjayi breaths. Or perhaps you start to find some free flow in your movements. This might be taking some nice big hip circles. Maybe you roll through a baby cobra pose and draw back into child's pose. Maybe the hips shift from side to side, or you find a figure 8 movement of the spine. We're going to take these next 5 breaths just to explore how your body feels today. What does your body need? What is it asking you for? And just move freely. And see if you can link your breath with the movements of your body. Maybe allowing the breath to go first and then the movement to come. Good. Taking the opposite direction. If you're circling, the other side, if you're shifting. One more nice deep breath. Beautiful. Let's find our way back to tabletop. I'm going to do a little bit of opening for the shoulders today, since many of us tend to hold our tension in our neck and shoulders. So let's start by turning the left palm. Actually, let's turn the right palm to face up towards the sky. Inhale, slide that hand back behind you. Take a nice big circle and take it all the way around. Good. So just circling the arm here. On the exhale, take the opposite direction. Right palm reaches and circles back and around. It's like a nice big backstroke. Good. And on your next upswing, let the hand reach for the sky. Take your gaze up towards your fingertips. And then exhale, we're going to thread the needle. Fingertips will come underneath the left arm. Let your head rest down on the mat. Your right arm might extend out in front of you here. Good. Close your eyes. Keep the hips lifted high and take a nice deep breath. Start to breathe into the space in between your shoulder blades. And for some of you, it might feel good to take that left arm that's extended, reach it up towards the sky, and then maybe take your left fingertips to the inside of the right thigh if they wrap around, or maybe not. Finding the place that's perfect for you today. These bodies are different every day. And what we need one day might change the next. What you need today might be different than what I suggest for you, so please listen to your body and adjust accordingly. Good. Exhale. Find your way back to center. Grounding through both palms. This time we'll take the opposite side. So left palm faces up towards the sky. Inhale, slide the shoulders back. Reach the hand back and around. So nice big back strokes. Good. Exhaling, opposite direction. Coming back to center, thread the needle on the opposite side. Left arm comes underneath right. We're going to rest the head down on the mat. Extend your right arm out in front of you. Good. Take a nice deep breath into the back body, breathing into the back of the heart space here. And just enjoy that stretch. Maybe feeling a stretch along the right side body as well as between the shoulder blades. You can close your eyes, let your eyes roll into the back of your head. And see if you can soften your jaw. And some of you might be reaching that right hand up towards the sky and then taking the hand to wrap around so that your right fingertips come to the inside of the left thigh. Finding the space that's great for you today, wherever that may be. One more nice deep breath. Beautiful. Exhale, find your way back to center. I'm going to come into one of my favorite postures, Balasana, child's pose. We'll take it wide kneed. So go ahead and bring the knees as wide as your mat. Big toes can come to touch. Let your hips shift back. Third eye melts down onto the mat. Hands might stay extended out in front of you. Perhaps you take prayer hands behind the head, or some of you might even want to relax the hands alongside the body. This is my preference. This just provides a little bit more relaxation and opening for the shoulder blades. And really feel your third eye melting down into earth. Feel the hips softening down. Take a deep breath through the nose, and let's exhale, audible sigh out through the mouth. Beautiful. Give yourself 2 more sighs like that if you want. Just letting go of any busyness, letting go of your to-do lists, of any thoughts of past or thoughts of the future. See if you can allow yourself to just be present with this breath, with where your body is at today, how you're feeling. Present in the moment. Good. Know that you can always come back to this place if you need a moment to tune back in to your breath or just center. Child's pose is a great posture to return to. On your inhale, softly find your way back up onto hands and knees. We're going to take our first downward facing dog. So ground through the palms, curl the back toes under, and exhale. Lift the hips up towards the sky, press the earth away. And just start to walk it out here, bending one knee and then the other. Feet will be hips width distance. Good. Hands or shoulders width distance apart. And just starting to feel into the hamstrings, the back line of the body, maybe shaking the head. No. Maybe lifting up on the toes, letting the heels drop down, shaking the head, yes, just pedaling it out. Beautiful. Look up towards your hands and softly, gently start to walk the feet up to meet the hands. Go ahead and take your feet a little bit wider than your hips here. Inner soles of the feet are parallel. Find a soft bend to your knees. Good. This is a standing forward fold. We're going to let the head go completely. And we bend the knees because sometimes the hamstrings are tight. Not everyone is super flexible where we can just reach the hands down. If you are, that's great. If you can straighten your legs, beautiful. If you're not, that's great too. Find the place that's right for you. For me, I love a bended knee here. Let your whole body just ragdoll down. And you might choose to clasp for opposite elbows. Maybe you interlace your fingers and take them up overhead behind you. Find what feels best for you. Give yourself 2 more nice deep breaths. Good. Maybe even bending one knee, straightening the opposite leg and the other. Beautiful. On your inhale breath, lift up halfway, fingertips come to the shins, lengthen through your crown, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Once more, inhale to lift, exhale to fold. Good. On the next lift, we're going to come all the way up in a reverse swan dive. Inhaling, take the arms out wide. Reach for the sky. Exhale, hands come down in prayer at the heart center. Close your eyes here. Good. Tuning back into your intention for this practice. What it is that you're releasing, letting go of, maybe welcoming in, or any intention that you've held. Beautiful. As you're ready, make your way to the top of your mat. You can relax your hands down. I'm going to turn to face you. So this next movement practice is one of my favorite things to teach in my yoga classes, and it's not traditional yoga, but it feels really good, and I love it. So I'm going to teach you today. It's just a shake. It's a shake meant to shake out any stagnant energy or anything that doesn't serve, that we don't need, just to move it out of the body. So find your way into standing position with the feet wider than the hips, and let the knees bend. Let the shoulders just sag. You can close your eyes, or you can watch me for a little inspiration at first if you need. We're just going to slightly sway from side to side. Good. And just starting to like shake. Just shake freely. If you've ever seen a baby dance, she turned 16 months today. I have a 16-month-old baby girl, and she just started like really getting into her dance moves. This is how she dances. She just bends her knees and gets into it. So maybe you can be like a 16-month-old today. Let yourself just shake. Notice how your body feels. Notice any crunchy spots. Where can you get a little bit looser? Notice if you feel silly, if there's a smile on your face. It's a good thing. When we smile, the body relaxes. Good. And we're going to add in our lion's breath. So this will be a deep inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth with the tongue sticking out. See if you can stretch all the muscles in your face. Looks and sounds like this. Good. And you can add in a little roar. We'll do 3 more. Make it as weird as you can. You're probably home alone. Nobody's listening. Or somebody's listening and they're getting a kick out of it. Beautiful. And softly start to find your way to stillness. You can keep your eyes closed. Good. Coming into a still place, notice how you feel. Feel the energy just settling in the body, the dust, the particles moving down toward the earth. Notice the feeling in your heart now. And staying at the top of your mat, bring your feet hips width distance. Inhale, take the arms up overhead. We'll take a few sun salutations. Reach through the fingertips on the exhale. Press the palms together. Hinge and fold. Bow toward the earth with gratitude for this beautiful day. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the crown, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward. Ground the palms and step the feet back into downward facing dog. Feet are hips width distance. See if you can lift your hips up towards the sky. You might be in a bended knee down dog or straight knee. Find what's right for you and let your heels soften down toward the earth. Good. Inhale, pull forward into a plank pose and drop the knees, chest and chin down onto the mat. Squeeze the elbows in. Good. Inhale, press into palms and lift for a baby cobra pose. Exhale, softly lower down. Inhale, lifting baby cobra. Exhale, soften. Inhale, pressing into the tops of your feet as you lift. Navel hug towards spine. Exhale, soften. This time we'll take praying mantis. Bring the fingertips out wider than the mat. Ground through your fingertips and inhale. Lift the heart. Maybe belly button lifts off the mat, looking forward. Exhale, softening down. Good. This can be a deep back bend, so maybe cobra pose is better for you. Inhale, full praying mantis if it feels good. Exhale, softening. Inhale to lift. And exhale to soften. Bring the fingertips under the shoulders. Press your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg swoops forward. Look in between your hands. Exhale, big step with the right foot. Soften the back, knee down, top of the foot on the mat. And inhale up for Anjaneyasana, finding our low lunge. Start to level through your hips. Take your tailbone down toward the earth. Lower belly starts to hug in just a little bit, and then maybe here you stay or you sink a little bit deeper into your low lunge and the hands can reach for the sky. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Let the heart shine forward, finding a smile inside, maybe on the outside as well. 2 nice deep breaths. Beautiful. Exhale. Take the hands down to frame your foot. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee off and step forward. Lifting halfway. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale. Reverse swan dive draws you up to standing. Reach through fingers. Exhale. Press the palms together. Hinge and fold. Bowing toward the earth. Inhale. Lift and lengthen. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Good. Option to flow through your vinyasa again, or maybe you stay in down dog. If you're taking a vinyasa, you can pull forward, staying in plank or lowering knees, chest and chin come down. Maybe you're finding chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, squeeze the elbows in, coming up for your cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale. Pressing back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg extends back behind you. Look in between your hands. Big step with the left foot. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Soften the back knee down. Inhale, finding your way up. Leveling through the hips and taking the tailbone down toward the earth. Good. Inhaling, the hands can reach for the sky, but keep the shoulders relaxed and soft. See if you can soften your jaw. Maybe you're sitting a little bit deeper, finding a stretch in the quadricep here. And notice if you're gripping. Are the toes gripping on the mat? Is the jawline a little stiff? Where can you relax into this posture? Beautiful. Exhale, take the hands down, curl the back toes under, step the back foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. This time we're going to heel toe the feet as wide as the mat. Start to drop the hips down, inhaling into a squat pose. Bring the palms together. Nice deep breath, shine the heart forward. And on your exhale, find your way onto your seat however you'd like to get there. And let yourself lower down onto your back. Beautiful. Let's take Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. So drawing the knees in towards the body, take the knees out wider than your shoulders and see if you can take your hands onto the shins or maybe up to the outer edges of your feet. Flex through the ball and heel of both feet. Let the knees draw down toward the earth. Just coming to the place that's comfortable for you today. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you're bending one knee and extending the opposite leg and then taking the opposite direction. And just starting to tune into your happy baby, your inner child, that place of innocence and purity, sweetness and joy that's still present in all of us. Good. And send your breath down into your hips as you lengthen along your back body here. Really let the back of your head be heavy and relaxed. 2 more deep breaths. Beautiful. Exhale, gently release. Go ahead and extend your left leg out in front of you. Interlace your fingers over your right shin and hug the knee in close to your body, preparing for a supine twist. Deep inhale breath. On your exhale, softly guide your right knee over to the left side. Extend your right arm out at shoulder's height and gaze out over your right fingertips. You might want to shift your hips here so that you're stacking the top hip right over the bottom hip. And just opening into a twist for the spine. Eyes can be closed if it feels good, which allows you to turn your attention inward. Notice how you feel. Focus on your breath. And you visualize weaving the breath in between each vertebra here, sending your breath fluidly up and down the column of your spine. Feeling the shoulders relax, the hips relax, the feet relax even more. One more big deep breath here. Inhale, come to center. We'll take the opposite side. Right leg extends, left knee hugs in, interlacing fingers, but let's switch up the grip. So the opposite thumb on top, Hug that knee in nice and close towards the body. Maybe there's a little pinching sensation in the hip. That's okay. As long as it doesn't hurt, a little pinch feels good. Good. Nice deep breaths. Exhale. Left knee goes across the body to the right side. Extend the left arm out at shoulders height, maybe gazing out over fingertips, or maybe eyes are closed. You can stack the hip one on top of the other and drop in. Twist feels so good. And tuning back into the energy of release and surrender. A place where we let go of what we don't need, what doesn't serve. We give it back to the earth. They say the earth takes our saris, our worries, our sorrow, our pain, and she uses it as compost to grow flowers, fruit trees, beautiful things. Well, can you send your sadness, your sorrow, your worries and pain down into the earth right now? Let her do what she will with it. Let her make it into something beautiful. Can you let go completely? One last deep breath. Gorgeous. On your exhale, find your way back to center. Feet can come onto the earth. Send your breath down into the hips for a moment, and then as you're ready, draw your knees in towards the chest. Let's circle the knees out and away from each other, just rocking gently across the pelvis, and take the opposite direction. Beautiful. And then drawing the knees together, give yourself a nice big hug. Apanasana, wind relieving posture. Perhaps you can clasp for opposite elbows. Perhaps you can rest your hands on your shins and hug the shins in close. Find what feels good and see if you can let the back of your head relax onto the mat. Let your hips be soft. Breathe down into the hips. Send some love and gratitude into your body. Sending yourself gratitude for this time that you've carved out for yourself today. This opportunity to be present with whatever has arisen for you. An opportunity to relax and release, restore and rejuvenate your soul, your spirit, your mind, and your body entirely. What a gift this practice is. Good. And then just enjoying this moment of self-love. When you feel ready, softly unravel the arms, let the feet touch the earth, extend your legs out. We're going to take up the full length of our yoga mats now. Let the feet come wider than the hips. Roll your shoulder blades underneath you, and the palms can rest facing up towards the sky for Savasana, final resting pose. Close your eyes. Let your breath be easy and relaxed here. Maybe there's a few nice deep breaths and an audible sigh if it feels good for you and helps you to just let go. Taking these next moments in stillness. If you need to fidget, adjust your outfit, scratch or itch, do it now. And see if you can commit to these next few moments in total stillness. Opportunity to receive the benefits of this practice, to continue to let go of what you don't need, what doesn't serve you anymore, and to make space for more peace and calm in your life. Tune into the support of the earth beneath you. And feel the places where your feet touch the earth, your calves, the back of your head. Notice how she holds you and how you have to do nothing to receive this support. Nothing but just allow yourself to be held. Allow yourself to be held now. And I invite you to stay here as long as you want to. Breathing, relaxing, and receiving. I'm going to close our practice today with a beautiful quote from a well-used book that I love, How to Relax by Thich Nhat Hanh. And it's called Relaxing in Nature. He says, when you walk in the hills, in a park, or along a riverbank, you can follow your breathing. When you feel tired or irritated, you can lie down with your arms at your sides, allowing your muscles to relax, maintaining awareness of just your breath and your smile. Relaxing in this way is wonderful and quite refreshing. You'll benefit a lot if you practice this several times a day. Your mindful breath and your smile will bring happiness to those around you. There's nothing you could buy your loved ones that could give them as much true happiness as your gift of awareness, breathing, and smiling. And these precious gifts cost nothing. I'm sending you my love, gratitude, and joy today, and wishing great peace for you, for your ohana, your family, your community, and all your loved ones. Thank you for joining me, and please tune in to my upcoming yoga videos, YouTube videos, and let me know how I can serve you. I love to hear from you in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with anyone that you feel might benefit from this practice as well. I'm sending you all my love today, and lots of aloha. Namaste.